Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Rashida Kanchwala. Today we are going to discuss about effect of cooking on various color pigments. Food plate of all of you must have contained one or more vegetables in it. All of you must have cherished variety in your meals in form of different colors on your platter. Today I am going to teach you about effect of cooking on various colors of vegetables and techniques of their preservation for a colorful food platter. After going through this module, you will be able to gain knowledge about different colors in vegetables, to know the conditions which affect their composition, to know the effect of heat, acid and alkali on their color and composition, and to learn to retain them during different processing techniques. Students, pigments are chemical compounds which reflect only certain wavelengths of visible light. This makes them appear colorful. Flowers, corals and even animal skin contain pigments which give them colors. The rich enticing colors that aid eye appeal to fresh fruits, vegetables, leaves and flowers can change when heated or exposed to acid. Four kinds of plant pigments behave differently when exposed to heat, alkalinity or acidity, producing color changes. As we know that cooking of vegetables and fruits is done through application of heat to them. Heating of plants imparts energy to them. Resultantly, their molecules start to spin and vibrate faster. Heat energy thus liberated expands the water in the cells. The expansion of water in cells pressurizes their membranes and bursts them out. Thus, the color pigments which are found inside cell walls or vacuoles of plants spills out of the cells. Application of heat also breaks out cell membrane which are made up of lipoprotein as a consequence of liquefaction of lipids and denaturation of proteins. Protein, which is the chief part of lipoprotein cell membrane, is affected by change in pH. The causative damage to cell membrane provides a direct access of pigments out of the cell, and any agent which breaks the cell interact with the pigments. The building blocks of protein, that is amino acids, are the structure with nitrogen, hydrogen and oxygen atoms. They have variable number of hydrogen bonds which binds with one another to form different level of structures of proteins. As the number of bonds increases, complexity of protein structure thus also increases. The change in pH during cooking affects position of hydrogen atoms in amino acid with a resultant change in hydrogen bonds and protein structure, causing a change in the shape which is termed as denaturation of protein. As pH changes are reversed, position of hydrogen ions in amino acids structure are also reversed with a resultant resumption of shape of protein to its original position. Let me analyze effect of different cooking conditions in different pigments. First of all, we will analyze chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is the green pigment of leaves and stems. It is the chief pigment to perform photosynthesis. It is found in chloroplast near cell wall in vegetables. Chlorophyll is not soluble in water. Chlorophyll A is blue-black plant pigment found in nearly all plants and algae. It is the pigment which is responsible for green color of most plants. Chlorophyll A is a specific form of chlorophyll meant for oxygenic photosynthesis. It absorbs most energy from wavelengths of violet blue and orange radiant light. It also reflects green-yellow light. Chlorophyll B is a yellow pigment. It is also responsible for photosynthesis by absorbing light energy. It primarily absorbs blue light. It is found along with chlorophyll A in all vegetables. Amount of chlorophyll A and B varies in different vegetables as per their species. Generally, the chlorophyll A is found in more amounts than chlorophyll B in all vegetables in the ratio of 1:3. Chlorophylls are the pigments which are easily degraded by different cooking conditions such as presence of dilute acids, heat, light and oxygen. These conditions enhances different chemical reaction in chlorophyll structure. They also enhances its enzymatic degradation reactions. Major chemical degradation processes involve epimerization, pyrolysis and hydraulic oxidation or photooxidation if light is implicated, resulting in phosphotinization, epimerization and pyrolysis of the pigment. Thermal processing induces structural and chemical variations to the tissues of the vegetables that often result in color changes. In acidic medium, chlorophyll turns into phosphotin due to replacement of central magnesium to hydrogen ions with a resultant color change from green to the olive brown. The blue-black chlorophyll A turns into grey-green phosphotin A and yellow-green chlorophyll B turns into yellowish phosphotin B. Let we follow sequential changes in chlorophyll on heating. Vegetables are heated. They first turn into bright green color because of the clearance of cloudy pockets from their cells. Heating causes expansion of gases in the cell which gets escaped from spaces between plant cells and a resultant bright green color of chloroplast is visualized. As the temperature of cooking rises, chemical changes in chlorophyll structure starts to occur, which leads to formation of olive green or dull green phosphatins. When temperatures reach 140 degree Fahrenheit, vegetables changes to a duller green color due to release of natural cell acids and enhancement of phosphotinization of chlorophyll. This process is heightened in presence of lower tissue pH values and at higher process temperatures. As the heating rises, temperature advances chemical degradation of chlorophyll, leading to formation of pyrophosphatins and a resultant dulling of color of vegetables. Heating of vegetables with chlorophyll in acidic media results in formation of phosphorbiotes. Phosphorbiotes are dull green in color. Vegetables have chlorophyllase enzyme in their cells. These enzymes acts at ambient temperature only in the presence of high concentration of organic solvents and only at temperatures between 65 degrees centigrade and 75 degrees centigrade in aqueous medium. Heating initiates activities of chlorophyllase enzyme in plants which cleavages phytol chain of chlorophyll to produce chlorophyllates. Chlorophyllates in the presence of acid undergoes loss of magnesium and form phosphorbiotes. Chlorophyllase also hydrolyzes the phytol chain of phosphatins, giving rise to phosphorbiotes which are also dull in color. Chlorophyllase loses its activity when heated to 100 degrees centigrade, but till then the changes in the vegetables have occurred and visualized. Cooking of chlorophyll with alkali. When vegetables are cooked in an alkaline solution such as sodium hydroxide, it causes replacement of methyl alcohol and phenyl alcohol groups on the chlorophyll molecule by sodium ions. The resulting derivative is known as chlorophyllene. Chlorophyllene is a bright green pigment Removal of the phytyl alcohol group from the chlorophyll molecule makes the chlorophyll in water soluble, causing the cooking water to become green as well. Slightly alkaline cooking conditions do not affect chlorophyll and it stays green. Let me know effect of cooking on flavonoids. Flavonoids are the pigment which are easily damaged by heat. Not only heat, prolonged storage times also destroys them. Flavonoids are water soluble and a cooking media with water easily dissolves them, causing 80% loss of specific flavonoids which can be visualized as dulling of the food's colors. Moderate microwave cooking does not affect the flavonol content of the foods, but intense microwave treatment causes flavonol losses. That is why cooking or frying of flavonoid rich foods even in medium heats is not prescribed. Let us know the effect of heat on anthocyanins. The anthocyanins are common plant pigments. Different kind and concentration of anthocyanins provides reds, blues and purple colors in vegetables and foods. They are water soluble glycosides which may have some or all of the sugar groups removed. The color of these glycosides comes from a positive charge distributed over the chemical ring system. Anthocyanins are heat sensitive pigments. Anthocyanins vary in structure as per presence of parent molecule and attached sugar. There are hundreds of anthocyanins in vegetables and fruits. The color and stability of anthocyanins in cooking may vary as per their structure, pH of cooking media and temperature of cooking. Their stability is also affected by presence of light, oxygen and metal ions. These changes are also mediated by intramolecular association and intermolecular association of anthocyanins with sugars, proteins, degradation products. Anthocyanins are significantly lost during cooking. Loss of pigment is proportionate to temperature applied. High temperatures applied and direct exposure to heat results in the greatest loss. Nearly 94% of anthocyanins is lost in roasting. The relative losses in steaming are 88%, pan frying 86% and boiling 77%. With prolonged heat, the pigment turns into brownish grey color due to formation of an iron-orogenic acid complex. Let me follow effect of pH on anthocyanins. Under neutral condition, anthocyanins are usually a beautiful purple color. Cooking of vegetables with anthocyanin in neutral media and low temperatures have less discoloration of anthocyanin than cooking in acidic or alkaline media in high heat. The color of anthocyanins containing vegetables can change completely in response to acidity or alkalinity due to their degradation in phenolic acid and aldehyde constituents. Anthocyanins are generally degraded at higher pH. Use of baking soda or baking powder as a leavening agent in baking goods can discolor anthocyanin containing fruits and vegetables like red cabbage. The color of the charged anthocyanin pigments are dependent on the pH of the intracellular medium containing these pigments. The change in color may be from blue to purple. The appearance of blue or green are due to formation of quinone type anhydrobases. Anthocyanins are the pigments which can't bear excessive basic conditions. In these cooking conditions, they are broken down to colorless molecules. Anthocyanins turns red in acidic condition. when they are exposed to acidic condition, they usually become more red or pink due to formation of flavellum ions, which are capable of absorbing and reflecting different wavelengths of light. These reactions are reversible. That is, if it is found that the food has changed color due to the addition of too much of an acidic or alkaline ingredient, the original color can be resumed by neutralizing the media by addition of an acid or base or vice versa. Now, it is time to know the effect of cooking on anthocyanins. Anthocyanins are the white or colorless pigments in the fruits and vegetables which are water soluble. Anthocyanins are the pigments which are affected by oxidation, heat and pH changes. Peeling of certain anthocyanin containing vegetables causes oxidation of the pigment by polyphenol oxidase and the consequent browning of these vegetables. Fresh fruits and vegetables are peeled or cut open. The enzyme called polyphenol oxidase content in the cells is exposed to oxygen and reacts with the oxygen in the air, causing oxidation, which in turn turns fruits and vegetable brown, which is mostly visible in apples, pears and potatoes. Anthocyanins become white when in acidic environments, yellow when alkaline conditions prevail. They turn dark in excessive heat and grey, blue, red, green or brown whenever cooked in aluminum, tin or iron containers. It is therefore preferable to use stainless steel or glass utensils for cooking anthocyanin containing vegetables. Cooking of certain sulfur containing vegetables with lids can also change their color if cooked for a long period of time due to formation of hydrogen sulfide, conversion of colorless anthocyanin to anthocyanins and formation of pink pigment in overcooked turnips and cauliflowers. Students, now we see effect of cooking on condensed tannins. Condensed tannins are water soluble which are found in the juices squeezed from grapes, apples and other fruits and the briefs from extraction of tea and coffee. The tannins are responsible for astringency and flavor of beverages as tea, wine, apple cider, etc. The condensed tannins are colorless. They react with metal ions and form a range of dark color complexes which may be red, brown, green, grey or black depending upon the particular tannin, the specific metal ion, pH and the concentration of the complex. Thus, the color and clarity of juices and saps containing tannins are influenced by the hardness and pH of the brewing water. Alkaline waters contains calcium and magnesium causes the formation of dark brown tannin which precipitates on cooling of the extract. Addition of acid to these extracts containing tannin lightens the color and precipitates tends to dissolve. Iron from equipments or from pitted tin cans causes a number of unexpected colors to develop in products containing tannins such as coffee, cocoa and foods flavored with these. Now, it is the time to analyze effect of heat on betalains. The betalains are water soluble pigments which has limited stability when exposed to light, heat and oxygen. Betalains are situated in tonoplast in cells. Heating exerts effect on the tonoplast of the vacuole where betalain is situated, makes them more permeable and causes a leakage of the betalain pigment out of the vacuole and out of the cell itself through the increased permeability of cell membrane into the surrounding water used for cooking. The movement of betalain pigments out of the cells is also caused due to the diffusion, because the higher concentration of betalain pigment inside the cell causes them to diffuse out into the surrounding water where their concentration is low. Betalain breaks down on heating in presence of metal ions. Iron is particularly effective. Heating of betalain in acidic media changes their color from purplish red to brighter red, and cooking of betalain on low temperature between pH 4 and 7 has no distinctive disintegrating effect on pigment, but the application of higher temperatures affect stability of betalains, and they are stable only at pH between 4 and 5. Heating of betalain in acidic media shifts their color from a purplish red to violet and grey blue. Unlike anthocyanins, they are not pH indicator. Their color is stable over a wide range of pH. They are oxidized over time, and this browning may be prevented by 0.1% ascorbic acid. Now let me see effect of cooking on carotenoids. Carotenoids are the pigments responsible for most of the yellow, orange and some of the red color in vegetables. Carotenoids are more soluble in fat than in water, and so their colors don't fade much in response to heat. They do undergo oxidation when exposed to air. This possesses a problem in sun drying of vegetables and fruits with carotenoids. To maintain their brightness, they are treated with the antioxidants. Carotenoids are not affected by heating, and color of vegetable containing carotenoids remains intact after cooking. Carotenoids do not undergo hydrolysis except when they occur in plants tissues as esters. Carotenoids also have less intense color under acid condition. They are stable to alkali. However, if carrots are cooked in alkaline water, the cooking water is much more yellow than if the carrots are cooked in tap water. Let me know cooking tips to preserve pigments. Heat has an implicit effect on different color pigments, as we have learnt in above narration. Cooking of vegetables with preservation of their colors should be the motto of cooking, which adds interest in cooking and eating. The art of cooking vegetables with preserving their colors can be mastered with proper understanding of science of cooking. Let me learn how to cook vegetables without destroying their pigments. Most of the vegetables should be cooked in a covered pot. This shortens the cooking time as well as reducing the evaporation of volatile substances, thus preserving the flavor, color and nutritive value of the vegetables. In case of green vegetables, this practice is however not applicable. When cooking green vegetables, it is recommended to remove the cover in order to prevent concentration of their acids, which has the effect of destroying their chlorophyll and discoloring them. To reduce cooking time and retain the color and flavor of the vegetable should be cooked in a preheated media. That is, if they are cooked in water, water should be first boiled, then vegetables are added and the heat lowered when the water resumes boiling, and simmer the vegetables until they are cooked. This practice lowers their cooking time and lessens pigment decay. Addition of alkali such as baking soda should be done wisely after considering its effect on different pigments, as this practice is unnecessary for yellow vegetables and is not recommended for red vegetables because it discolors them, making them turn a purple, blue or green in color. It also causes yellowing of white vegetables if they are cooked too long. This practice also disadvantages for green vegetables. The baking soda affects the cells of the vegetables causing it to soften. It also alters the vegetables' flavor, destroys their thiamine content and hastens the loss of vitamin C. It is therefore preferable to alter the cooking time or to choose another cooking method in order to prevent the discoloration of vegetables with addition baking soda if it is needed. Adding an acid ingredient such as vinegar, citrus juice, dry wine or cider to the cooking liquid maintains the firmness and color of red and white vegetables. In case of red vegetables, these ingredients can sometimes even restore and enhance the color. This practice is not recommended for green vegetables. However, as it acts on the chlorophyll molecule, imparting an unappetizing green color to the vegetables. It is also unnecessary for yellow vegetables whose color is stable. To sum up, different plant pigments behave differently to heat, acid and alkali. For their retention in cooking, their solubility and behavior towards different temperature and cooking conditions and presence of different metals and salts are important. For a colorful food platter, cooking as per their behavioral characteristic is a must. Thank you.